Hello and welcome to another chemistry video. And I've been following Brown, Burston, LeMay, and Murphy's Chemistry, the Central Science for some time now. This video begins what might be the start of a Chemistry 2 course, second semester chemistry course. And so this is the beginning of a whole new group of chemistry videos that I hope to do in a fairly short span of time here. So chapter 14 is on chemical kinetics. And the first section has to do with some of the groundwork. For example, what is chemical kinetics? I knew you asked. What is kinetics in chemistry? Why? I'm glad you asked. Kinetics is the area of chemistry that is concerned with the speeds or rates of reactions is called chemical kinetics. Kinetic energy, you know, is energy of motion. And so the area of chemistry that's concerned with how quickly things move. Let's get this thing a-moving. That's chemical kinetics. By the way, interesting thing tucked into the beginning of this chapter that I just wanted to point out has to do with fireworks, the colors in fireworks. As it turns out, the red color in fireworks comes from strontium, and then the blue color in fireworks comes from copper, and then the green color in fireworks comes from barium. I thought that was fun, and so I thought I'd tuck it in here. It's not really par for this video. But what is important for this video, at the very beginning of this chapter, chapter 14, the first section, they have four things, yes, count them, four things that affect reaction rate. So what are the four things that kind of determine how quickly a reaction is going to happen? One, the first one is the physical state of the reactant. So just to put it in very crass terms, to what extent are the reactants touching each other? Are they solids? Are they liquids? Are they gases? Because, of course, there's going to be a faster reaction if they intermingle more. So if they're not touching each other except like the surface of iron and the atmosphere, you're just going to get the reaction at the top of that solid. So the physical state of the reactants affects reaction rate. Secondly, the concentrations of the reactions. If you have hardly any of a reactant, then you're not going to get as much of a reaction. Whereas if you have a high concentration of the reactants, then you're going to, again, they're going to be touching each other more, and you're going to get more of a reaction. So the higher the concentration, the higher the rate of reaction. Third, the temperature at which the reaction occurs. Temperature basically refers to how much the atoms and molecules are moving. And of course, a higher temperature means that they're moving a whole lot more than a lower temperature. And if things are moving, then they're going to run into each other. You know, if you have two slow-moving people and they're going like this, maybe they'll run into each other, maybe they won't. But if you have a bunch of people running, running around a room, somebody's going to run into somebody. And so, the higher the temperature, the faster the rate that the reaction is going to occur. And then lastly, whether or not a catalyst is present. A catalyst is a substance that increases the rate of reaction. It lowers the activation rate, I think it is, that gets things moving. The catalyst doesn't actually participate in the reaction. It's unchanged from the start to finish of the reaction. But when a catalyst is present, the reaction is going to happen more quickly. Well, okay, so this is getting you in the mood for chapter 14 of Chemistry, the Central Science, which is on chemical kinetics, which is the speed or the rate at which reactions occur. So we're off with this Chemistry 2 series of courses, starting with chapter 14 on chemical kinetics.